Hi, welcome to the Macho Camacho Show. You can always get in touch with me through my Twitter handle at Mach_show. Because I'd love to talk to everyone that wants to talk about the football season this so far. I mean, as a Giant fan, is it bad? Yeah. Is it is it is it bad? Yes. Was it expected? Honestly, yeah. I mean, they have a whole new coaching staff. The Danny Dimes, as he was known as at last year, was only entering his second year in the NFL, and also it was his first under a new playbook, a entirely new system. Jason Garrett. Now, I expected Jason Garrett to be a little more like him to throw the ball downfield a little bit more, but he really hasn't. And the thing is, I understand it because you don't want to cause turnovers, but Daniel Jones can't seem to hold on to the football even if no one's around. He'll just fumble it for the sake of fumbling it. But that's besides the point. But tonight, November 2nd, 2020, on Monday Night Football, the Giants play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, led by an old nemesis of the Giants, Tom Brady, who was traded from New England Patriots to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I was not shocked about it, but I was kind of like, okay, so they're just going to stop the dynasty that is New England. Because in all honesty, after the performance that the Patriots put up against the Buffalo Bills, who they've owned since Tom Brady's been a Patriot, winning like 45, not 45, winning like 40 of the last like 38 meetings. It's like, really? And then they actually lost to the Buffalo Bills for the first time like in a while, since like 1990. but yeah, so you can tell that Tom Brady was, I'm willing to say it now, Tom Brady was the architect of the Patriots dynasty, and the Patriot dynasty is pretty much on its last leg. Because, I mean, even though I love Bill Belichick, I mean, as a Giant fan, of course I love him. He was the defense coordinator for 2 Super Bowls. Then he decided to be the head coach of the Cleveland Browns, and the Cleveland Browns haven't made the playoffs since Bill Belichick was the head coach. But who knows? I think Belichick needed Brady more than Brady needed Belichick. And you could see it because the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are running away with the division, because they're just, well, not really, but they are a fun team to watch, and they have so many weapons. Tom has more weapons than he's ever had. So, of course, he's thrilled and throwing the ball around. And do I predict a win tonight for the Giants? Absolutely not. And yes, I'm wearing their Color Rush jersey. It's a Saquon Barkley one. And unfortunately, Saquon's not going to be back this year because he messed up his knee. And the thing is, Daniel Jones is actually really feeling it, because Daniel Jones has no one to throw the ball to. He has he has Sterling Shepard, he has Golden Tate, he has, whoever. Oh, Evan Ingram, but Ingram, he's not really a weapon because he doesn't catch the ball. He throws the ball to him, lays it perfectly in his hands, and he drops it. And he does that more often than not. So do I give the Giants a shot? I'd say they have a snowball's chance in hell. That's how good their chances are. But crazier things have happened, but tonight should have been Eli Manning's like jersey retirement day, or he should have gotten like enshrined on like the Ring of Honor or whatnot that they have at MetLife. And I was actually at the game when they unveiled it. Amani Toon was there. Justin Tuck was there. Well, actually, was Justin Tuck there or no? But I was there when a couple of players got inducted into the ring. But I think tonight he would have been inducted into the ring. And the thing is, he should be. He's, if you look at stats, he is the Giants' best quarterback. Of course, it's in a time when the quarterback was like babied and whatnot. And the thing was, he came up. He was clutch. That's what he was. He was Captain Clutch. But I really wish Eli was under center tonight, but it's Daniel Jones, a poor man's Eli Manning. But we'll see what happens tonight. And what do I predict? I think the defense will hold up for maybe a half, and then the second half they'll just get destroyed. And I don't even think the defense is what's going to lose them the game. I think it's the fact that Daniel Jones and this offense that can't score more than 20 points, they're not going to be able to keep up with them. So they're just going to pretty much run all over the New York Giants. But, I mean, the Giants are in last place in the NFC East. I'm not even going to say East. But, I mean, if you watched the Sunday night game between the Cowboys and Eagles, was that a tough game to watch. It was almost as bad as the Jets versus the Chiefs, because I was like, why would they show that game? I mean, we all knew, everyone knew, even the coaches on the sideline, the players, they all knew what the end result was going to be. The Chiefs winning in a rout, and yet people in New York couldn't watch the best game of the week, which was, in my opinion, best game of the week, the Steelers and the Ravens. That game was awesome. I mean, there were other games that were good too, but I mean, that was a battle for first place. And the Steelers escaped. I'm going to say they escaped. But, I mean, that it came down to the last drive, and I don't know why they were the Ravens were bitching and moaning about it should have been a blow to the head, because he wasn't going for his head. He was going for the ball. It just happened. His head just happened to get in the way. But that's neither here nor there, But what do I predict? The Buccaneers in a rout. Maybe they score 49. I think 49 to like 10 is like the final score. I don't even think the Giants offense can muster a touchdown, because they look so poor against the NFC East opponents. And the NFC East, if you look at it, the Giants are the best team in that division, and that ain't saying much. The Giants really should be undefeated in that division. They should have beaten the Cowboys. They should have beaten the Eagles, and they did beat the team from Washington, the Washington football team. But it's all woulda, coulda, shoulda. And the thing is, this season is going pretty much exactly how I predicted it. They're gonna look good. They're gonna look good. They're gonna have a losing record, and they're gonna look like they're trying at least. So that's the best I can do with the Giants. I mean, I wish they were 6-1 instead of 1-6, but you know what it is. You gotta call a spade, and you know what, the Giants are just not a good football team right now. I do like Joe Judge, and I mean, I'm afraid he's he may not survive this because honestly, tomorrow is the trade deadline, and I'd be shocked. Well, I wouldn't say shocked. I'd be surprised if certain players aren't playing tonight because they're pretty much traded away. Because you don't want to like them to be hurt. Like the team that you traded them away to is not going to want them playing because they don't want them being like injured. They don't want their investment getting hurt. So they'd probably request that the New York Giants do not play the players that they traded for. So if Tate, Zeitler, Ingram, like, because honestly, the Giants are going to be sellers. The Giants aren't going anywhere. They are going to finish probably in the bottom of the NFC East. And maybe they'll have 2 wins at the end of the year because we do play Washington again. And we do play Cincinnati. But Cincinnati, it looks good. I mean, but the thing is, the Giants they're not a good team. And it pains me to say that. I never wanted to relive. Well, I wasn't even alive then, but I never wanted the Giants to relive the pains of the 70s. But it looks like that's what they're doing. So now I get to experience what my uncle and my grandfather felt as a Giant fan. I would have just been having to be like, yeah, I never experienced those terrible years of the 70s and 60s. And in the 60s, they weren't that bad. They actually went to the NFL championship. They lost it to the Bears, but, whatever. But that's pretty much tonight's show. I will be streaming live my reaction to tonight's game. And that's about it. Yeah, so later when the Giants and Buccaneers kick off, you can tune back into my channel and you can catch me watching the game, pretty much crying. Well, I'm not even going to cry. I'm just going to laugh. I'm going to laugh at how bad the Giants are. And I'll laugh, but inside I'm crying and dying a little bit. But if you'd like to see it, it'll be entertaining. If not, that's fine. But let's go Giants,